Imagine a luxury SUV so bold, it makes a Cadillac Escalade look humble. Imagine an electric beast so quiet it feels like riding inside a floating penthouse suite. Today, we're diving deep into the Hongqi E-HS9, the electric SUV people keep calling the Chinese Rolls Royce. Whether it truly deserves that nickname, whether it can stand against America's biggest luxury names, and whether it could ever win the hearts of US drivers, that's exactly what this full review is about. I walk into frame with that curious smile reviewers have when they know they're about to show you something that might surprise you. Most Americans have no idea what Hongqi is. Most American car shoppers have never heard the name pronounced, let alone seen one in person. But today, that changes. Because whether you end up loving this SUV, hating it, or simply being shocked that it even exists, there's one undeniable truth. This is one of the most unique electric luxury SUVs in the world right now. The Hongqi E-HS9 is massive, electric, comfortable, and full of extravagant design choices that feel like they came from someone who had access to unlimited resources and said, yes, let's make it even more luxurious. So let's start from the beginning, what this thing is, why it looks the way it does, and why so many people keep calling it a Chinese Rolls Royce. To truly understand the E-HS9, you have to understand Hongqi itself. And if you're watching this from the United States, it's completely normal if this is your first time hearing that name. But in China, Hongqi is no newcomer. It's not a startup, not a new EV brand, and not a budget automaker. The company dates all the way back to 1958, and for decades, their cars weren't sold to the general public at all. They were built for high-ranking officials, VIPs, diplomats, national parades, and state ceremonies. Hongqi literally means red flag, and it has always been a brand of prestige inside its home country. Imagine if Lincoln or Cadillac had been reserved only for presidents and prime ministers for most of their existence, and only recently opened their doors to everyday luxury buyers. That's the closest American comparison. So when Hongqi decided to go global, they didn't come with affordable compact EVs or entry-level sedans. They came with large, luxurious, visually imposing vehicles meant to compete with the world's biggest luxury automakers. The E-HS9 is part of that global push. It was designed not just to be good, but to be memorable. Not just to compete, but to make statement. It tries to capture the presence of a Rolls Royce Cullinan, the technological ambition of a BMW iX, and the comfort of a Mercedes EQS SUV, all while carving out its own distinct identity. And while Americans often associate Chinese cars with low-cost manufacturing or budget technology, this SUV completely rejects that stereotype. The first time you lay eyes on the E-HS9, you understand instantly why people compare it to a Rolls Royce. The bold vertical grille stretches nearly the entire height of the front fascia. It's massive, commanding, and not afraid to dominate your field of view. The split headlight design, with slim LEDs across the top and larger lights below, gives it a futuristic, almost robotic face, like luxury meets sci-fi. The chrome accents are heavy and deliberate, not subtle. The hood has a raised center portion that looks similar to a traditional luxury limousine. And if you look closely, you'll see a distinctive emblem line running from the grille across the hood, a design element that Hongqi uses to symbolize dignity and heritage. It's a visual signature that immediately makes the E-HS9 feel ceremonial, almost presidential. Opening the door feels like stepping into a luxury lounge created for VIP passengers. The cabin is enormous, spacious in every dimension, and filled with high-end materials. There's no minimalism here. No cold, empty surfaces. No attempt to make everything look like a smartphone. Instead, the interior leans into warmth, craftsmanship, and traditional luxury styling mixed with modern technology. 3 large digital screens stretch across the dashboard, giving the driver and front passenger access to an entire wall of information, entertainment, and navigation. These screens are crisp and vibrant, and the interface feels intentionally designed to feel premium. Down the center, more screens handle climate, seat controls, ambient lighting, and vehicle settings. Despite weighing as much as some American full-size luxury SUVs, the Hongqi E-HS9 moves confidently thanks to its dual-motor all-wheel drive setup. With up to 550 horsepower depending on the trim, the acceleration is impressive for such a large vehicle. You feel the smooth pull of electric torque the moment you step on the pedal, and the SUV reaches highway speeds without hesitation. The battery options vary in size, and depending on how you drive, you can expect between 250 and 350 miles of realistic range. Drivers in the United States, especially those who take long road trips or commute across long suburban distances, will likely prefer the larger battery models. Hongqi includes a long list of advanced driver assistance systems. The E-HS9 uses cameras, radar, and ultrasonic sensors to deliver adaptive cruise control, lane centering, blind spot alerts, automatic emergency braking, highway assist, and self-parking features. The 360-degree camera system offers a high-definition view that is among the clearest available at this price point. Inside the United States, safety features and driver assistance systems often play a huge role in purchasing decisions, especially for family-oriented drivers. The E-HS9 delivers in that regard, providing technology that rivals many premium European brands. Now comes the part that makes Americans raise their eyebrows with genuine shock. In most global markets where the E-HS9 is sold, the price ranges roughly from the equivalent of $70,000 to just over $100,000 depending on the configuration. When you compare that to American and European competitors, the value becomes impossible to ignore. This is a question many viewers will naturally ask. The honest answer is complicated. There are high import tariffs on Chinese-made electric vehicles entering the United States, which would significantly increase the price. The brand is also unknown to American consumers, which makes it harder for Hongqi to enter the market confidently. Additionally, Hongqi has no dealership network, service infrastructure, or marketing presence in the United States. And because luxury buyers in the US tend to prefer well-established premium brands, a newcomer would face an uphill climb. There's no doubt the E-HS9 would attract attention. Americans love big SUVs, love luxury features, and love new tech. If Hongqi can offer all that at a competitive price, the brand could carve out a loyal customer base. Would you ever consider buying a luxury SUV from a Chinese brand if the quality matched the price? Do you think the Hongqi E-HS9 should officially enter the US market? And most importantly, does this SUV deserve the nickname Chinese Rolls Royce, or does it stand in class of its own? If you enjoyed exploring this rare and fascinating electric SUV, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more deep dive reviews of cars you won't see on every street corner. Drop your thoughts in the comments because I read every single one, and I genuinely want to know how American viewers feel about a vehicle this bold and this luxurious. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.